We're going to continue our Team 7 coverage right now on the eclipse. Whitney Burney joining us live now from the Cranbrook Institute of Science, holding a sold-out viewing party there as well. Wow, Whitney, what are you seeing there? I know it's getting dark here.
Hey, Carolyn. Yeah, it's so funny. We're all in different geographical areas. You at Cedar Point, Sarah at Luna Pier, me here at Cranbrook. But we're all having the exact same experience. Of course, you guys will be seeing a little bit more coverage than we will here in Metro Detroit. But again, it's getting colder here, it's getting darker, and lots of people are getting more and more excited to see what's happening. If you take a look here at the Institute, you can see just how many families have come out to see this. A lot of the kiddos here telling me that they skipped school today to be here and witness this historic event. And of course, everyone is excited just to see exactly what's happening. If you look up in the sky, you can see that tiny little sliver that is left. We've been talking to families out here. I'm now going to join some of my friends here. This is Dan and Andrew. They've been here watching. What do you guys think so far watching the eclipse happening?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
For the Earth and the Sun and the Moon to be in perfect alignment like that, it's absolutely amazing.
What do you think so far, Andrew?
Just the sun getting like slimmer and slimmer. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Were you guys expecting to see it like this?
I didn't know exactly what to expect, but it is just outstanding.
It is
a perfect day, and we went to the museum. Got my grandson here. We're just having a great time.
Yeah. And like I said, lots of families are feeling that exact same thing. Carolyn, for now, we're going to send it back to you as we are inching closer and closer to that eclipse.
Wow, Whitney, I mean, if you look around here, look at our camera, we are in darkness. You can see a little bit of light beyond the beach area, but everybody else, they're in darkness right now. And when I look up with my glasses, I can't see anything. If you look up with the naked eye, you can see like a ring of the sun. It is pretty amazing here to see everybody with their cameras out. Everybody's pretty quiet. And as I look in the distance, you can see the birds. The birds are flying around and flying around, just like I heard animals act differently. So the birds now are flying around in a circle and sort of screeching a bit because I know they are confused by what normally happens right now. So I'm sure they're like, what is going on? Why is it getting dark? Everyone sitting on the grassy area, looking up with their cameras. It's a lot cooler here right now. You have different pockets of people, but it is not total darkness here when you look around. It's darker than it ever would be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, of course, but it's not total blackness like I've heard some people say. And when I look up with my glasses, I don't see anything. And when you look up, you just see a ring around the sun. Pretty amazing, though, to experience this, and everybody seems mesmerized by what they're experiencing. I know this is only going to last about 3 to 4 minutes or so, but incredible to watch, and incredible to watch everybody's reaction here. You've got a lot of families here with young children who said this was an educational opportunity to teach their kids about the solar eclipse that only comes around every 7 years, but again, the next one won't be for 20 years. So it's pretty incredible. You see the lights on some of the rides going in the distance, but otherwise it's kind of like the nighttime sky here. I know I heard someone say this is like the Super Bowl of solar eclipses because people all across America are watching this thing, and if you're lucky enough to be in one of the states in the path of totality like we are here in Ohio, it's just amazing to experience. A lot of people drove here from different parts of the country. I know I spoke to one lady earlier who came here from Miami. She was born and raised in Toledo, but she wanted to be here at Cedar Point with her whole family to experience what was going on. And we're looking at her right now as she's looking up with her family, experiencing this. We're going to talk to her afterward to see what it was like, because she felt that it would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But everybody's pretty quiet and oohs and ahs. Oh, now they're oohing and ahhing because you can see it coming back. You can see the light coming back, and everybody's cheering here at Cedar Point. I think they're just excited that they just went through this, and you can actually see a little sliver of lightness coming back. Oh, and now it's light. Isn't that amazing? It went from darkness to light. The birds are still flying around here at Cedar Point. Everyone's like, woo, that was pretty amazing. I've never experienced a total solar eclipse before. but I did here. Saw changes in the weather. It got a lot cooler. It went dark, and now it's lighting up. And you hear people cheering in the background. Let's check back in. Well, let's let you hear. Look, everybody's like, woo! Pretty amazing. All right, we're going to go back to Sarah Michaels. She is live in Lunar Pier to see how people are reacting there as we see the skies light up here in Sandusky, Ohio. Sarah, what's it looking like on your end?
Carolyn, so we just passed totality just about 2 minutes ago. That was otherworldly. That is truly one of the coolest things I have ever experienced. Everything went dark here. And just like how you just experienced there in Ohio, everyone started to cheer here on the beach. Over the water, you can see almost some kind of set. It was glowing orange, red, yellow, and then you can just see that ring around the moon covering the sun. Truly, people, you just have to experience it to get it, and that was such a special moment. We have this family who just How are you doing?
Good. How about you?
Where are you from?
We are from Warren, Michigan.
Warren, Michigan. So we just saw that complete totality here in Luna Pier. What did you think of it?
Pretty cool. I love it.
Yeah.
First time seeing it.
That was also
Yes. But
what do you think about the fact it got so chilly here and eerie?
oh, for me, it was not that cold for me.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. Glad you
so
got
much.
to have that experience.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
And it was nice to meet you too. There are people who actually came to Michigan from different parts of the country to experience that. It really was something special. Carolyn, I'm going to toss it back to you guys and what you're experiencing there in Ohio.
Yes. Yes, wasn't that special? I mean, my hands are actually cold because the temperature dropped so much, and to see it go into darkness and then to brighten back up and everybody screaming and hollering like it was a once in a lifetime experience, as so many people have said. Let's check back in right now with Whitney Burney. Whitney, I know you're in Bloomfield Hills. What's going on there?
Carolyn, Yeah, I would be really excited to see our feedback, 'cause I want to see what you guys are seeing versus what we're seeing. There's just a tiny, tiny little sliver left of the sun that you can see when you look through your glasses. And we've been hearing some cheers here as people have been watching. Everyone's heads have been stuck up as they are watching that sun disappearing behind the moon. I wanted to talk to some neighbors here, Joel and Shannon. They've been watching. What have you guys thought so far looking at the eclipse?
I think we were super surprised that it didn't get as dark as we thought. And it was fun to watch the progression of how the sun kind of looked like a moon and then kind of traveled across.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
I was surprised it didn't get darker either. I was just telling Johnny here, I was thinking it was going to be much darker than it was. It's kind of just like a cloud covered it almost, right?
Yeah.
We did notice a temperature change, though.
A
I
big
got
one,
cold
yeah.
as the sun was being covered up.
As someone who's naturally cold all the time, I definitely could feel the temperature change. What made you guys want to come out and see the eclipse today?
We contemplated going to Ohio or Toledo, and I'm so glad we stayed in Michigan because the weather is just perfect. And I came out to Cranbrook, and so did you, for the 2017 eclipse. So we thought, hey, let's go to Cranbrook again.
How do you guys feel like the 2017 eclipse compares to this one? Do you feel like it's kind of a similar experience or a little bit different?
This one is much better. Yeah. It's lasted a lot longer. Yeah.
Yep, agreed. Yep, this one was cool. I wish we could capture on the phone how the light looked. It doesn't come out on the phone how the change in the light looked. I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. I know some people have compared it to like an apple being bitten out of a cookie being bitten out. It kind of does look like that. And then when it gets really, really tiny like it is right now, it just looks like a tiny little sliver of moon. So it's really cool to see. Yeah. Okay. All
I
right.
was just as interested in how the light looked down here, though. Like not.
We kept flipping our glasses off and on.
Me too. Yeah, you have to see what the comparison is. But again, it's so funny. It's colder, and it actually wasn't nearly as dark as I thought it was going to be. But very cool.
Totally agree.
Cool. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. I hope you enjoyed it. For now, we'll send it back to you in Sandusky, Carolyn.
Hi there, Whitney. Yes, indeed. I mean, it's amazing when you talk about the change in temperature. That was something.